Hi, good afternoon. We are back once again to provide tips to the students those are applying for US visas. This is the time when most of the students must have received their I-20 and must be preparing for the documentation and for the visa interview as well. The first thing to remember is that do not apply for your visa 120 days prior to your college start date. Make sure that you fill out your DS-160 absolutely correctly. The process would be to fill your visa application form, then pay your visa application fees either through the NEFT, or you could go to the Access Bank and pay the visa application fees there. It usually takes about 2 to 3 hours for the activation, and then the calendar would open up and then you can book your visa date. And of course your fingerprinting date, which is called the biometrics and the OFC. In the meantime, start collecting all your financial papers, which could include the saving bank account statements of your family, proof of investments like fixed deposit, shares, bonds, mutual funds, your property papers. All those documents are required to prove to the visa officer that your family is financially stable in India. Thereafter, all your education documents, your test preps like your GRE, your GMAT and your SAT. Collect all those documents and then start preparing for the visa interview. Do not be scared of the visa interview. With little bit of planning and practice, you can actually crack the visa interview. The visa officer is basically looking at your intentions to go and study there. What do you plan to do once you complete your education? How will you pay your funds? Those are the most important aspects. Your career goals are going to be the most important aspect of the visa interview. You must know what kind of course you selected, why have you selected a particular college, why this particular country, and all these things, how do you put together to achieve your career goals in your home country. That is going to be the most crucial part. Unfortunately, if your visa gets refused, do not worry. Come back, start assessing your interview. Maybe you made a silly mistake, or it was a day when the officer could not understand your situation. It's not the end of the road. Assess your case. See that, during the interview, were you nervous? Did you provide the relevant information to the visa officer or not? When he asked a specific question, what was your answer? Was it apt or not? Those are the key things that you need to remember in your visa interview. When he says, why do you want to go to the US? He actually wants to find out what have you studied here in India? What will you study in the US? Not that, the US is the best place to go and study and do my course, but he would like to know what have you studied here? What will you study in the US? And how will that help you achieve your career goals in India? When the officer is asking you why this particular university, he actually wants to find out the number of universities you've applied to, the number of admits you've got, and of those admits, why have you chosen a particular college that you wish to go? So understand the importance of that particular college, the course content, the curriculum, the professors, the research areas that you're going to go and achieve those things there. Funding, he wants to know what is your family doing in India? Are they gainfully employed? Do they have enough funds or not? What are your career goals? This clearly indicates he wants to find out what are your career goals in India? How will this education help you achieve your career goals in India? Don't worry about the visa interview. Stay calm, stay confident, believe in yourself, practice and plan what you want to go and study, and then go in for your visa interview. I wish you all the very best.